What's up, everybody? Caleb from thebookflipper.com, busting out the glasses because this is a nerdy video. We're going to be talking about spreadsheets. For those of you who know about me and the listing spreadsheet and the tracking spreadsheet, you'll be very excited to see that we have now made the listing spreadsheet Google Sheets compatible. I'll go into why in just a minute. There's some actually really cool reasons why we did this. Thanks for watching a video on spreadsheets, but this will make your life a little easier. So for those of you, if you guys aren't familiar with my story, I started doing books several years back and didn't want to necessarily pay for software, so I built some tools for myself. Eventually started making those available. There's a free listing spreadsheet available at thebookflipper.com/track, T-R-A-C-K. I've since upgraded. I now use Exceller lists. I know many of you use ScanLister, Inventory Lab, some other tools, etc. Lots of good listing tools out there. But for those of you who are on a budget, who can't quite afford a thermal printer or don't want to pay for software, the listing spreadsheet has been a good tool and a free way to just kind of dabble. And then as you have more money, and you're selling more books, a great chance to upgrade and get some different software. But we never had a Google Sheets version just because we didn't. We used one internally, didn't really make it available. We finally found a way to share it nicely and rope in some cool new features with Keepa and ScoutIQ's custom links with our buy list, and I'm going to show you how all of that comes together right now. So here we go. So if you guys haven't seen the premiere that we just did a couple days back, or if you're watching this 6 years from now, 6 years back, check out the links down below. We'll have those as well. So ScoutIQ has some custom links now. It allows you to integrate with eBay, Keepa, some other apps as well. And you also have a custom option to do whatever you want with it. And one of the cool things we found is you can build a buy list. So again, watch the video below to see how the buy list works. But basically, while you're scouting books, especially if you're not in a competitive environment, you can be off and scan a book, take a quick second, add it to a buy list, throw your price in there, throw a condition note, and you can actually take this data and then plug it right into the listing spreadsheet via Google Docs. So if you followed along and have your buy list, here's what your data comes in as. You can see the timestamps, you can see the ASINs or the ISBNs that were scanned. For sake of the video, I just threw a list price of 99 bucks. I just wanted to knock these out quickly. I just threw a quick buy cost of 2 bucks and I said thrift store. You only have to name the first item in the batch. If you want to copy paste everything down, you can, but the sheet will handle everything all right. So these are the form responses. What we're going to do is we're going to grab all of this data, copy it, or for those that don't know how to do that, right click and copy if you're not familiar with the keyboard shortcuts. So we're going to copy. You're going to bring up the ScoutIQ Buy List. This is our FBA Listing Spreadsheet Pro, and you're going to come over here to the far left. So if you don't use this integration, you can actually start with the input and go ahead and scan or enter ISBNs here. Everything else should work okay. We might have to make a different form that doesn't work with the buy list, but this is specifically for the buy list. We're going to come over to the Google form data, copy everything, and say paste. So all of our data is here. What's going to happen is it's going to magically populate everything in the listing spreadsheet, and it'll take a minute. One, my internet's a hair slow. Two, Google Sheets is just not super responsive and fast. So this is what we're doing, and my phone just heard me say Google and is listening now. So sorry, Google, go back to sleep. Here's what we got. So everything got filled in. It pulled in thrift as our source, and like I said, it pulls in thrift for all of those. If you do need to change that at any point, you can either change it back here, or you can simply override what's here as well. A couple cool things about this sheet that don't exist with the listing spreadsheet currently. We've actually got a nice Keepa integration. If you guys don't pay for the Keepa data, you won't see the sales rank on here, but everything else will show. I've defaulted this to a year so we can see how this book has performed over the last year. If you don't know how to read a Keepa chart, go to YouTube, type in the book flipper and Keepa, and you'll see a couple videos I put together on how to read that. Basically what you can do, for my date codes, I like to use just OCT, October 2019, like that. If you want to get more granular, you can type whatever you want here and it'll update everything down below. You never want to reuse an item number, so as long as the sources or the dates are unique, then the item number is okay. But if you do need to change that, let's say we already used 1 through 99, we can change that and start at 100 and everything will update. I'm going to put it back to 1. What we're going to do is, again, it pulled the ASINs, plugged everything into the chart. We can see the 20 books that we sourced that are in this sheet. Couple things, if you do need to change anything, you can do so now. So if the condition is off or you need to add additional notes or whatever else, you can do that. But one of the things we did is the kind of these preset conditions, you just tap items in our buy list form. So you can pick a condition. For those of you that like detailed notes, you can actually put whether there's no markings, light, moderate, heavy, etc. You can say if it's missing media or has a CD, or if it's a library book, if it's blank or says no, it's not. That's kind of the default. So it allows you to pre-build condition notes quickly, which can help you stand out from other listings, especially if you're just starting out. Personally, I don't think condition notes matter a crazy amount, but it is nice to stand out if it's easy to do so. And buyers know exactly what they're getting. And after all, at the end of the day, that's what Amazon wants, is happy buyers. So a couple quick things, and I'll show you exactly how to upload these to Amazon. Apologize for all the rambling, but I'm excited about what we built with custom links. For those of you that use the tracking spreadsheet and want to get this data back into the tracking sheet, we want to put rank. And the nice part with Keepa is that it's right here. If you guys like the buy list integration, let us know. We'll spend some time and money and build out a more custom version that actually pulls the rank and your list price and buy cost and all that stuff in, so you don't have to do it manually. But if you do want to enter the rank, you can simply do it here. You can type the exact rank if you want, like this, or you can use the shortcut 75K for thousands, M for million. So if it was 1 million, you would do 1M like that. But what I'm going to do is just quickly run through, test my typing skills, and just round numbers are again going to be pretty accurate. For those of you that like to track your textbooks differently, here's a good example of a book that shows textbook pattern. We see the smile pattern here. Here's an even better version where the rank gets really good in January and August/September. More importantly, the price goes way up. So for those of you who do online arbitrage, great opportunity to snag this in the $20 range, flip it, maybe 100, maybe you won't get quite as lucky, but the price does tend to bounce. One of the things we've done, if you don't put rank, you don't have to. I'm just showing you what'll happen here. If it is a textbook, put the letter Y. We've kind of put the presets above each column where it matters. And what that'll do is it'll actually build our SKU with TXTBK in the front of it. Let me show you what I mean. So here it is, TXTBK. For those of you who use Reprice It or Jackal or some other listing or repricing software, that's an opportunity for you to get in and kind of tag those and say, don't price too aggressively until we get to textbook season. So anyway, if you want to finish that out, you can type all the ranks. What this does now is we work left to right. So we put our Google form data from our buy lists. We have added anything we needed to, tweaked anything we needed to. You get some nice metrics here. You can put the total shipped items up top. You can put the average list. It'll calculate average list price, total list price. Of course, these are placeholder prices, so don't get too excited. These are not all $99 books. From here, let's show you how to upload to Amazon. And if you guys have more specific questions, comment below. Drop me a line, thebookflipper@gmail.com. Happy to help you walk through it. And if you guys wonder why I'm moving around a whole lot, I got one of those cool standing desks to try and be a little more healthy instead of sitting here nerding out over spreadsheets. And it's really awkward to just stand in one place, so bear with me. All right, without further ado, we're going to show you again, working left to right. We've got all the data exactly the way we want it. We're ready to upload. Make sure you do not reuse SKUs. So if you guys are ever in doubt, raise this number up. You don't want to reuse SKUs. One way I'd strongly recommend is to actually put the day. So you could do Oct 3/19 like that. That way you never reuse the SKU on accident. So that's another option that's available to you as well. Once you're ready to go ahead and highlight the inventory loader form. This is exactly the form that you need to upload to Amazon. We're going to show you exactly how to walk through it. We're going to come up here to File. We're going to say Download, Tab Separated Value. So .tsv, CSV may work, but I know 100% tab will work. That's going to download this sheet right now. If you do need to make changes, you need to repeat this process. We're going to go over to Amazon Seller Central. We're going to go to Inventory, and you have to have a pro account for this to work. Apologies. It's just the way it works. Amazon doesn't give you their best features unless you pay them money. We're going to say Add Products via Upload. We're going to come in here, so you have Download a File, Check and Upload, and then Monitor. We're going to go to Check and Upload. And when we come into this tab, what we're going to do is we're always going to skip Check Your File. So I usually hide that. If you guys try and check this file because we built it ourselves and not exactly through Amazon, it's going to get angry and always say there's errors. There's not, so skip, check your file. Come here to upload file, always select inventory loader file. That's why we call this the inventory loader form. Come down here, what you can do now is we're going to upload this file. We can simply drag and drop like this, or you can choose the file and find it wherever it came. You can send yourself an alert when it finishes, but it usually doesn't take too long, especially when we have a smaller batch like this. So we're going to give that a minute. You can't go to the next step until this is done. If you do, you're going to build a shipment for SKUs that don't yet exist. So don't do this yet. And again, the way this sheet works is everything here is assuming it's going to be FBA. If you're a merchant fulfilled seller and want this sheet, let me know. I can build you one. Again, this is for FBA only. So we're going to give ourselves just a minute. You can refresh this page anytime you want. Control R, Command R, whatever. We'll see if this works. In the meantime, we'll jump ahead, and this is okay. You can do this step. Just don't upload this to Amazon. So we need to make a plan name. You can be whatever you want. I usually just use today's date. Like that. I don't think you can put spaces in it. Maybe you can. It probably doesn't hurt. We'll try it. So we'll just do like that. You might not be able to put special characters. We're going to try it. It's been a while since I've used a listing sheet. Again, I'm using Accelerlist now. Put your company name, whatever you want it to be. Put an address. That's probably not going to be a real one. I'll throw my old address. How's that? It won't matter anymore. Good old Saudi Aurora, Colorado 80016. There we go. So put a real address. It'll fail if you don't do it. Make sure you put the country US here as well, and then your state, whatever. Here's the SKUs that we just created and the quantity. So this is going to build our shipping plan, and just like we did before, we're going to come up here to File, Download, TSV. That's going to throw it right here. Okay, so we're going to take that. Let's see if Amazon finished. Come on, baby. Yes, so we're good. If there's any errors, it'll say there's an issue. We can actually download the processing report if you want to. And it says number of records processed 20, successful 20. So we are good. If there's any issues, you can come back in and fix those as well. We're going to go to the next step, which is go to Inventory, Manage FBA Shipments. We're going to come in here. We're going to say Upload Shipping Plan. You can, again, skip the template. We're going to locate this file. So we're going to take the shipping plan file, which is shipping plan right here. We're going to grab this, drag it over here, and hit upload. And this one usually goes a little bit faster. So again, the process left to right, get our buy list data from our custom link, paste it into here, go to the input tab, make any changes we need to, add the sales rank data if you'd like it. Take the inventory loader form, save it as a .tsv, so download TSV. Shipping plan, same thing. Upload our shipping plan, skip to check my file, and then we're going to do the shipping plan. Again, it's still in progress. We're going to give that just a minute. And while we're doing that, I'll go ahead and finish getting our sales rank data so the OCD in me and maybe you guys that are mad that I didn't finish this are good to go. And again, you can just use round numbers as well. You can say 260K, 210K. It doesn't really matter. We're just trying to get the right ballpark to know if we're selling a lot of long tail stuff and kind of unlock the power of the tracking spreadsheet for those of you who use it. Okay, there we go. We have all our rank information. And let's see if Amazon caught up with us. There we go. 20 out of 20 are ready to go. What you can do now is go back to shipping queue. Say continue a shipping plan. And there we go. So it's going to tell us there's some ones that are overstocked. You just say go ahead and proceed. I know. Off we go. We're going to say continue. Again, it's got our nice fake address here and our name. It looks like it worked okay. You could rename it at this point as well. We're going to say that merchant is prepping. Shouldn't be any prep required anyway. Continue. And then labeling, you can either pay Amazon to do it, 20 cents a unit, or you can print yours if you'd like. I'm going to say that we're going to print our own. You can use 30 up labels. I think there's some Chrome extensions that'll let you print as well. Or of course, if you list with software, a lot of them will work with a Dymo. So here we could actually print the labels, and we could actually then go ahead and label everything that we have. The nice part is if you don't change the sources outside of the ones that say textbook, they're all going to be in order. We put these leading zeros on purpose so that these will actually come in the order that you listed them. So if you do have textbooks, throw those in separately, keep them in their own pile. That'll be really easy to keep everything organized. We're going to say print labels, which we don't actually need to do, but I would do that before I do it. We're then going to review the shipment, create a new shipment, no splits. You're going to see there's very few splits when you use this method. Same thing with like a private batch with AccelerList or Inventory Lab, very few splits compared to a live batch, for example. And if you like it, you can go ahead and approve, or if you don't like it, you can delete or you can add to existing shipments, same thing you're used to. So that's the process left to right. Google data, add your sales rank data, inventory loader form, shipping plan, and then accounting data. This goes to the tracking spreadsheet. So for those of you who use it, we're going to copy this. So Command C or Control C, or you can right click and say copy. You're going to take this, you can either go right now directly into your spreadsheet, or a lot of times what I like to do is I make a new spreadsheet, I paste everything in. Don't grab the headers here. So don't grab what's above, just literally copy paste like this. And wait for it to load, and we'll go ahead and just paste that here. Now one thing you may do, because it's trying to use references, we're going to click this and say values only, and now we don't have to worry about it. So now our data is here. Next time you do a batch, throw it down under here. Once a month, come in, grab all this, paste it into the tracking spreadsheet, and you can then repeat the process as much as you'd like. One other cool thing we did with the listing spreadsheet, once you export everything as .tsv, it sort of nukes the spreadsheet. It doesn't work anymore. The cool part with Google is they work around that. So what we've done is you can, of course, just make a copy, repeat the process, and have all your data in case you lose it. But once you have everything uploaded to Amazon and it works, and your accounting data is there, you can make a copy for those of you that want to just feel a little safer and sleep better at night. Or what we've done here in this pause, descriptions allow you to actually change what the preset descriptions are. So I'll leave these in here. This is kind of what we used back when we were using the listing spreadsheet. And these are kind of nice, kind of a good generic for booksellers. We've got UPCs that are kind of built toward CDs because we sold some of those as well. And then we've got some shortcut media stuff. Feel free to change any of these. If you don't sell VHS and you want to do something else, you can type anything you want. Whatever the shortcut is here, that's what's going to go on the input tab under media, which is right here. And you can just, whatever the shortcut was, if it was the number 8 or something else, that'll just do a pre-filled listing and help you make custom listings even faster. So that's the descriptions tab. And for those of you that don't want to make a copy and just clutter up Google Sheets and you want to reset it, come over here. It says don't click this unless you're ready. We made it black so that you can't do anything. Go ahead and click that. It's going to run the script, and macros take longer on Google Sheets for whatever reason. We'll give this a minute to catch up. It's going to clear the sheet, grab all the new existing formulas from here where it says don't touch me, put them back in, and make sure that we're ready to start back from scratch. It's almost done, almost done. It's still thinking. This is why we can't have the tracking spreadsheet in Google Docs, and we're done. So the sheet is now reset. Everything's deleted out. You're ready to start over from scratch. If you want to delete the buy lists, this is exactly what's coming in from my phone right now. I don't think I showed this in the video because we didn't know it. If you just delete these, the next time it's going to come in down here. So you actually need to right click and say delete. So instead of just hitting backspace, you're actually going to delete all of this. Don't delete your headers. Leave those there. And Google or your custom links with ScoutIQ will be ready to go right back into here. So now we've reset everything. Our batch is ready to go. I'm going to delete the plan because I'm not actually sending these in. This was a test. And that's it. So if you have any questions, drop us a line below. We'll have links to snag this spreadsheet. It's going to be free for a limited time. I hate to say that on a video here. We probably will charge for it. We did charge a bit for the Pro sheet. We're going to make it 0+ in Gumroad. If you do want to give us a tip, if you find value in what we're doing, drop us a few bucks. Matthew and I will use that to go golfing, drink some beers, put some gas in his motorcycle, whatever we're up to at the time. We love you all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a nerd with us. Grab your glasses. No shame. And we'll see you on the other side. Later.